Force. As we know, a push or pull applied on an object is called force. For example, pushing a cart, pushing a door, pulling a chair, all these are actions that need push or pull. So today we are going to learn about types of force. There are many types of forces. Let us read about some of them. Let's start with first one, that is gravity. Gravity or gravitational force. The force that attracts objects to the center of the earth is called gravity. Do you know? Gravity is a force that makes things fall to the ground. You can see this in this picture. When an apple falls from a tree, it falls towards the ground. What will happen if you will throw a ball up in the sky? When we throw a ball in the sky, it falls back to the ground after going up to some height. So that is because of gravitational force, or we can say gravity. Next is magnetism. Magnetism or magnetic force. Magnetic force is the force by which a magnet pushes or pulls iron objects. It pushes or pulls iron object as well as another magnet also. So the force that is present in between these two, the force that is applied by this magnet, we call it magnetic force or magnetism. Let's move on to next one, muscular force. When we push or pull something, we are applying some force with our muscles, that is muscular force. So the force applied by using parts of our body like our arms, our legs, that is muscular force. It results due to the action of muscles. So muscular force is applied in opening a door, kicking a football, plucking fruits from a tree. All these include muscular force. Next we have electrostatic force. You can see here, I am going to explain this with the help of an example. What you have to do is, you have to tear a paper into tiny pieces. After that, you can run a comb through dry hairs. Then you have to bring the comb closer to these tiny bits of paper. The bits of paper stick to the comb, and this happens due to electrostatic force. Do you know? Some materials, when they are rubbed with each other, they get charged. So these materials get charged and they attract or repel other things. Attract means pull towards itself. Repel means goes away from each other. So here the comb gets charged due to running through dry hair and attracts tiny bits of paper. So this is electrostatic force. Next move on to very important one, that is frictional force or friction. It have many advantages as well as some disadvantages also. The force that acts between two objects when they are in contact with each other is called frictional force. So whenever any two objects are in contact with each other, frictional force is there. It acts in between these two. Do you know? The frictional force always slow down or stop the things. It slow down the movement of objects or slow downs. For example, when you are pedaling your bicycle and you stop pedaling, what happens? It gradually slows down and finally it stops. Let's see this with the help of some example. Here you can see this. The man is able to walk because there is friction between the feet and the ground. This makes possible for us to walk. We can walk easily on rough floors. We cannot walk easily on ice or wet floors, or we can say very smooth floors, because there is very less friction. So friction helps us to walk easily on the floor. So we can walk because of friction. Friction helps vehicles to move. The friction is between the road and the tires of vehicles. It makes them to move on the ground. Moreover, friction also helps us to write. How? There is friction between our hand and pen or paper. So this tip of this pen and paper is having friction in between. Our fingers and surface of pen, this also have friction in between. We could not hold a pen or pencil in our hand without friction. Moreover, an eraser uses friction to rub off pencil marks because there is friction between eraser and the surface of the paper. So we have many advantages of friction. It helps us to walk easily. It helps to write, hold pen and pencil, and many more. But some disadvantages are also there. Like friction can wear out soles of shoes, tires of vehicles, pencil eraser, machine parts and all. What we do is, to avoid machine parts from getting damaged, that is due to friction, they are lubricated. Lubricated means we are giving oil to them, lubricate. What it do is, these lubricants reduce friction. These reduce friction and help to keep it for long time. So machine parts will not get damaged soon. Moreover, if you will rub two objects, two surfaces, what will happen? Heat will be there. Heat produced. Rubbing of two surfaces together generates heat, and that is due to friction. For example, rub your palms together to feel the heat generated due to friction. If you will rub your palms, you will feel some hotness. That is due to the friction between the palms of your hands. Heat produced due to the friction can cause damage to machine parts also. So we have some advantages also and disadvantages also of friction. For today we will complete only this much. Thank you.